Hey guys, Jessica Langenberg here with Leadership Resources for Accelerate. And today I want to talk about something that is so common, so many of us experience at this time of year, and that is lack of motivation and lost momentum when it comes to accomplishing our goals. Now, something I talk with my clients about a lot is this idea that success breeds success. And it's really true. When you think about it, when you experience a win, whether it's personally or professionally, that win makes us hungrier for more wins, right? We start to develop this thing called momentum, and we really feed off of it, whether it's personally or professionally. What we don't always talk about is that it works in reverse too. And so just like success breeds success, we can fall into a trap where failure breeds failure. You know, we start to lose one good habit or a bad habit starts to creep in, and before we know it, we're on this slippery slope, and it just seems like all of the things that we've been working on seem to sort of fall to pieces around us unless we can pump the brakes and regain that momentum that was helping us to be successful. So that's really what we're going to talk about today, is 3 specific tips, tricks, best practices that help us regain lost momentum, recommit to those goals, and finish the year strong. So one of the first things that we can do is take ownership. When we lose momentum, when we lose motivation, one of the most important things we can do is take ownership of where we are, but not use it as an excuse to stay there. And here's what I mean by that. I'm going to use weight loss as an example. First, because for most of us, it's pretty darn relatable. And second, because to be honest with you, it's something that certainly has challenged me. So what that looks like for me, that lack of ownership or that using it as an excuse to stay where I am, is if I have a cheeseburger, fries, and a large malt for lunch, instead of saying, man, that was a bad food choice, but it sure was good. What am I gonna do differently or better for supper? What I do is I have that cheeseburger and I say, you know what? I messed up today anyway. I made a horrible choice. I'm just gonna continue to make poor choices tonight, and I'm gonna get back on track in the morning. But what happens in the morning is that donut looks really good. And I say, hey, you know, the first half of the week, off to a bad start, but I'm really gonna get committed on Friday, or I'm really gonna get committed next week. And all of a sudden, that one poor choice turns into days, weeks, or months of poor choices, right? Instead of me just saying, hey, made a mistake, it happens, we're all human, what am I gonna do differently? I stay there. I allow myself to stay in that place. So that's the first thing we can do, is take ownership of where we are, recognize it when we slip up, we're human, and figure out what are we gonna do differently the next time. Now, the second thing that we can do is be really proactive, okay? We know ourselves, right? My guess is when you think about the goal that you're working on or an area of your life where you've lost some momentum, lost some motivation, you know the things that are gonna trip you up. For me, it's cold, dark mornings, rather stay in bed than get up and go to the gym, and it's that darn bag of Halloween candy, my kids' Halloween candy, so I can't just get rid of it, that's sitting in our cupboard. So recognizing that those are the obstacles that are gonna trip me up, what can I do proactively? What strategies can I put in place that are gonna help me overcome those obstacles? Recognizing that if those 2 things weren't there, I'm probably gonna make significantly better progress. And then finally, the last thing that we can do to help us regain some momentum, regain some motivation, is recognize that our brains are probably going to be working against us. There's this awesome leadership author and speaker, her name's Mel Robbins, and she talks about this 5-second rule. And what she shares is this idea that typically our brains are designed to keep us out of trouble, right? So they're designed to protect us from things that are gonna scare us, that are gonna be challenging, that are gonna make us uncomfortable. Usually all the things that we should be doing. But our brains are designed to talk us out of doing those things. And so we actually have about 5 seconds from the moment we think, hey, I should really, to take some action before our brains are going to kick in and start saying, no, 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 no. You can go to the gym tomorrow. Have that donut. You can start over again in the morning. You can be good tomorrow. You can start tomorrow. So recognizing that our brains are going to do that to us, and again, having that self-awareness to recognize it happening, and don't let it be an option. Don't let it be something you're going to think about. Make it part of your day, not optional. So when we talk about motivation and momentum, those are three things that we can do that have worked for us. They've certainly worked for me in the past. I need to start tomorrow, but have worked for our clients too. Taking ownership of where you are, but not allowing it to be an excuse to stay there. Recognizing that your brain is designed to trip you up and not letting that happen. And then really thinking about what are the obstacles and how can I be proactive in identifying some solutions to them. I'd encourage you to experiment with those 3 tips, tricks, and let us know how they work for you. If you like this video and want to see more great content like it, please make sure to like and follow the Accelerate page and check out our webpage. Get signed up for one of our weekly webinars on how to set good goals and get things done. We'll talk to you soon.